The beautiful thing about traveling 6,200 miles is it looks just like home. Looks like the place we left 2 days ago. Pretty awesome here. There's a familiar feel to this whole area down here that it feels the same. The water kind of has the same taste to it. It's crazy. The Jurassic Lake looks like pyramid. Henry David Thoreau said, "Many men go fishing all of their lives without knowing that it is not the fish they are after." Look at the size of that thing! I'm Denis Isbister. For me, fishing has been a part of my whole life. From the time I could walk, I've been chasing fish and whatever adventures seemed to follow it.
I'm Drew Murin, and since I was a little kid, my dad and I have fished all over the western United States together. And all I've wanted to do ever since was travel the world, have a little fun, and fish with my good friend Denis.
You see that, baby? So follow along with us as we travel the remote regions of the globe
In search of wild fish,
wild places. So starting a big trip like Jurassic Lake, coming to Argentina, there's so many different facets of this travel.
So yeah, I mean, there was a little bit of anxiety in there, but again, because of Denis, because of the checklist, because of the gear list that not only he helped me provide, but then we turned around and provided to the clients, I felt pretty comfortable about it. And then once the trip started, I mean, it was just sheer excitement.
I got a lot of stuff. Finally made it to El Calafate. We've been traveling 2 days basically to get here. Not bad.
Day left.
Yeah, I didn't really know what to expect. I've heard all your stories about coming here and what the lodge is like, and you know, I had a somewhat of an idea what it would be like, but then when you're in the middle of it with no sleep on a plane for an entire day or two.
We know it, and we can help people with this stuff. And when we help people with these big trips, it's easy.
Yeah, I know that one.
Yeah, and that, can we, where do you want to leave the boat? These are just boats.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, no big deal. Just out here. It's all right.
In the wedding room, your wedding room.
Okay, leave them in the waiter room. There's some boots and stuff.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna put my first fish in there now.
Just preemptively.
I was here in 2017, 2019 now, so it's been 2 years ago, almost to the day. And all this is new since I've been here. It's exciting to see they built all this on. Look at this. I mean, look at this room in here. Double bed, private shower, place to hang all my wet stuff when I fall in the lake. It's like one of the most remote places I've ever been in my life. And you get out here in the middle of nowhere and you have absolute comfort. Estancia Laguna Verde just keeps making it better for us.
Martin takes us to this spot and he tells me right here. So there's a little channel. It's very narrow, like what, maybe 5-6 feet across. And there's a weed bed on one side, there's another weed bed on the other, and a little channel of faster water in between. And he tells me just like, flip it in there. The wind was definitely blowing. You can see in the pictures my hair is like sticking straight up off my head.
Coming down here, I knew Jessica was nervous, excited, not sure what to expect with the weather and the casting and all that stuff. And I know it's gonna be fine. She's a lot better than she gives herself credit for. She's a lot more talented than she gives herself credit for.
the wind was definitely blowing. You can see in the pictures my hair is like sticking straight up off my head. And I just like gave my fly like a little toss in there, threw it some line, and within 5 seconds, my indicator went under, set the hook. Biggest trout of my life, first cast.
Perfect. Well, let's go fish those rocks, huh? Yeah. The only thing about Laguna Verde, it's a lot more protected than this. Oh, yeah. And I knew once she got that first couple fish under her belt, it's gonna be a lot easier for the rest of the trip. And I told Martine, let's go somewhere we can, you know, catch big fish, ocho. Yeah, okay, let's go. First fish, first cast, just a monster. Just like, welcome to Jurassic. Kind of got out of the wind. As you could see back there, the wind was, it was awful. We were struggling, so Martine says, I got another spot out of the wind. This is way nicer. And there's probably bigger fish here too. Oh yeah, woo! My God, look at the size of that rainbow trout. Oh my God. What a fish, huh? All right, Jessica, we've got a black and a purple going, so. Do you think we need a split shot on there too, Martine?
No.
No. Yeah! Jessica's on. Now, this is a lot of fun. Been here with no wind, catching rainbows like this. Wow, man. And listen, I don't want to be getting no emails from all you purists back there that I'm mishandling this rainbow, okay? We're eating these tonight.
This one particular bay that we're fishing, the fish there are a lot more pink in color, and they're the most delicious. So every time they catch fish there, they save them. So we're excited to try them.
Jessica catches this fish. It's, you know, halfway into the first day, and it's just got this big jaw, and it's bright pink down the side, matches her hat. It's a monster fish, just holding it up. Hair's blowing in the wind, smiling, going. Boom! That's fast, huh? Sorry. Look at that thing. I mean, look at the size of these fish. This is so awesome. In the warm-up pond. So I just casted like that. I gave a couple of pops, and the indicator's low. Gone. at that thing, dude. Oh my God, look at the size of that thing. I swung it in right here by the rocks, and I was just jiggling it right in the rocks. Whoa!
Snapped it.
Yeah. We're heading down the road and we see a guanaco in the fence, hung up. It's obviously been there for a day. It was tired. No hesitation. I'm a true outdoorsman. I hunt, I fish, we do it all. We all stop. No hesitation. Let's do what we can to get this thing out of the fence and just give it a shot. Who knows what the injuries are, but at least we can help her out a little bit. Hey, Martine, where are we going today?
Monster Bay.
Woo! One of my favorites. I've got some history at Monster Bay. I've been here a few times, and Monster Bay has produced big fish for me every time. We're fishing a very classic spot today at Jurassic Lake called Monster Bay. And years ago, we fished here. The water level was different. It was one of my favorite spots in the lake. We caught big fish, lots of them. And the last time I was here, I caught an 18-pounder out of my sea eagle right over there on a big streamer. So I'm pretty excited to be here. Pretty excited to show Jessica and Brian the spot.
He's the first one to hook up, and you can see from the way that his rod is bent that he's got a hog on. So I reel up my stuff just as quick as I can, get it set down, and everybody across the line is getting their stuff put back, set down so they can go over and really enjoy the experience with Dennis, captured on their phones. And so yeah, I think that Dennis was excited about it, but in all honesty, I saw 4 or 5 people, including his wife Jessica, that was as excited, if not more.
Oh!
Lower the fish, lower, there you go.
Beautiful fish.
Let me wait. It's like 17.
17 pounds. These flies have got that super realistic action and bounce. But to me, it just looks, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm fishing this, and Martine's like, oh yeah, I like these too. Got 3 packages of them in his pocket.
Yeah. Also this color.
Oh, so this, yeah. Love it.
Yeah, we need to tie some tonight.
Okay. I got some of these jig heads too that we've cut off. We can just cut them and retie them.
Yeah, of course.
When you're in trout camp, you got to be able to tie. Fulling Mill comes out with what they call the squirminator, and they said it's been working everywhere. I get to Monster Bay, and I'm getting ready to go to my usual: a tungsten head, olive jig fly, an olive balance leech, and Martine says, "That's good, squirmy wormy." I said, "Yeah, it's squirminator." He goes, "That could be good." I'm all for trying new things. So I put it on, I get Jessica the stuff that's traditional. I said, let's try this for a little bit. And lo and behold, that thing caught back-to-back giant fish. Yes! Oh, baby! Yeah! Oh, yeah.
And it's just such a
Dude, that thing is so bright.
Yeah.
Look at that thing. Looks like a big old male, just bright
you and
silver.
the fish are smiling. You guys are both stoked. Look at that.
Oh my God, look at the depth of that fish.
Yeah, the belly, the
It's just like a
girth.
steelhead.
Just rolls. Belly rolls for days.
Oh
These
my
things are
God.
fat and happy.
Yeah, they're doing so well here. The fish look great, don't they?
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. I showed up here with the, in mind. I had in mind like what I was gonna be fishing with the last time, which was an olive tungsten jig head bugger under an indicator. We got here, Fulling Mill came out with these new squirminators, they're called. It's pink, orange head on it, silicone. Martine says, that one will work. So I'm like, I'll try it. But 3 fish, man, 2 giants. Oh my God, this is so awesome. I love this place.
I'm guessing since it's just the 2 guys who are wearing Adams built, there must be something to Adams built gear. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. Went back to my little spot and was just sitting there, just slow stripping a black streamer. And all of a sudden, I could just feel it. And I was like, oh my God, tip up. And I just thought to myself, here it is. I mean, here it is, 2 years in the planning, and I've got one myself. And 5-10 minutes later, it's in the net, and I really can't explain. I've done a lot of cool stuff, but there's still a few things out there that I haven't done, like catch a giant rainbow at Jurassic Lake, and there I was, I had done it. So yeah, it meant a lot to me. And it meant a lot to me to do with my good friend Denis. He had told me about it. He's basically the reason that I'm here. And so yeah, it meant even more to be experiencing such an awesome thing, but even better to be experiencing with such a great friend. What was that one? How big?
7, hey?
7, 8?
Sí.
And he's catching 17? We have different nets. Totally, I want his net. Mine are 7 to 9 pounds. Yours are 14 to 17. Come on, I want that net. Of course he has that net.
Well, generally when Denis and I fish together, he doesn't really like to feed me. So I'm used to being pretty hungry when we do these things. And so me thinking shore lunch, I'm thinking like a piece of bread.
El Grande. Beautiful.
Where were you guys at?
Digital scale, just around the corner.
15.
Excellent.
Boom.
Excellent.
Yeah, there's a big fish.
You waiting for yours?
My 15,
Yeah.
yeah. I think we all caught 4 or 5 this morning.
Right out here? Are you kidding me? Have this kind of stuff? It's first class. Super.
Maybe like slap some peanut butter on it and call it a day. And we go to this little we go to this little building and they cook us up like a 5-star meal. This delicious stew, there was dessert, there was like wine, there was, anything that you could possibly ask for, which was not at all what I was expecting. And it was incredible.
The presentation is incredible. Fantastic. I'll say Grace for us. Grace.
Jess is doing great. She's freezing cold. Her hands are bright red, and she hasn't stopped fishing yet. She's on it, on it, and on it. She deserves a big fish net, that's for sure.
Great job.
You get a vertical real quick here. Beautiful.
When fish fight, it's the best way to catch fish, right? It's not as fun when they're just like little slugs like coming up in the water. It is the best when they are flipping around out there and giving you a little bit of a run for your money, and that's exactly what they did. They swim at you, you lose all tension in the line, and they're jumping, you're trying to hold on for dear life. It just adds to the fun for sure.
It was super fun. He was like flipping out of the water, which is always like a great time. And got it in, 22 inches.
They're talking to me, indicator goes down, yeah. We found that it's all about finding a pattern. And this afternoon the pattern is not paying attention.
I would highly recommend this to anyone who has an adventurous spirit, enjoys good food, enjoys good camaraderie, to come and experience Estancia Laguna Verde and Jurassic Lake.
Dude, is this, what a first day, huh?
Brian's
What-
calling
what can you
skinny
do this?
and it looks big in your hand.
You can. It's so worth the trip.
Yeah.
2.5 days,
Yeah.
all that travel.
I forgot about
Here we
that.
are.